Hi, I'm Audrey Moran with the NOAA Office of Education, and in this presentation I'm going to talk to you about NOAA's student and early career opportunities. So let's start with what we even mean by a student or early career opportunities. These opportunities include things like fellowships, scholarships, paid internships, volunteer opportunities, camps, programs, and events. They range from kindergarten through graduate school, recent graduates at multiple levels, and they may be in person or virtual. In this presentation, I'm going to focus on opportunities that are most relevant to high school students, undergraduates, and graduate students. NOAA's reach is broad. We like to say that it spans from the surface of the sun to the depths of the ocean floor. Students can gain experience in all of NOAA's focus areas: weather, climate, ocean and coasts, fisheries, satellites, marine and aviation, charting, marine sanctuaries, research, and education. This isn't necessarily a list for you to memorize, but just get the idea that we have a wide variety of topics at NOAA that students and early career professionals can explore. So the opportunities range across a variety of experience, including research, policy, education, outreach, and communications. So in short, there are student opportunities that span NOAA's mission and vision. If you're not familiar with NOAA's mission and vision, I've included the URL here, so noaa.gov/about-r-agency, and I'd recommend checking that out. Also note that some opportunities may qualify you for a special hiring authority that allows NOAA to hire you into a federal position through a more direct process. So now that you know more about our opportunities, you might be wondering, how do I find a student opportunity at NOAA? There are a lot of them. The best way to start is to go to noaa.gov/students. So we have a searchable database, and it includes many of the student opportunities available at NOAA. You can filter by a variety of things. So I'm going to walk you through using the database just quickly here. So to get to the student opportunities, there are a couple of options. One way is to go to noaa.gov, click on the apple for education, opportunities, and then student opportunities database, and you're at our database. I'd like to point out that we do have tips for using the database. Some of them are general tips and advice. Other ones have to do with how the database actually works, like how to get the most out of your search, opening opportunities in a new tab, and that type of thing. But I do recommend checking these out before doing your search. So once you're ready to actually do your search, I suggest starting with filters. You can use search terms, but one thing to note is that the search terms are looking at the title here, and they're looking at the description here. So let's say you're interested in an opportunity that has to do with climate change. If I were to search that here, notice I'm putting it in quotation marks because that will search for the whole phrase climate change, not just climate or change. That's one of our tips for using the database. So I'm only getting 3 results. But actually, there are a lot of opportunities where you could work on issues that have to do with climate change. It's not part of the description of the opportunity. So my suggestion would be to start with no search term. You can click the X like I just did to get rid of it, or you can reset your search. And then start with your audience. Are you a high school student? And then you can come down and see what types of opportunities there are for high school students. I'm going to remove this for now because I'd like to make sure that all of the filters appear. Only the filters that apply to you that have opportunities will appear. So you select your audience. Then you can select your type of opportunity: fellowship, scholarship, paid internship, unpaid internship, volunteer, etc. You can look for what you are looking for. You can search by citizenship eligibility. Some opportunities have no citizenship requirement at all. Many of them do require you to be a U.S. citizen or U.S. national or a permanent resident. There are also opportunities that are open to international students at U.S. institutions. and a couple that anyone around the world could apply to. Okay, so let's say you are interested in a federal career. You've looked at the student and early career opportunities, and now you're thinking, what sort of federal careers are out there for me? This is something you can explore on usajobs.gov. When you get there, you can search for NOAA, or the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. You can also search by location. You can add job descriptions. My advice would be to start by just doing a generic search for NOAA to learn more about what type of positions you might find. So once you've done your search, you can use the filters to specify opportunities that are specifically for students and recent graduates. There are other filters too that might apply to you, so definitely explore those. But this presentation is focusing on the students and recent graduates. So you click those filters. Let's say nothing pops up. That's actually okay, because the next step is you can save your search, and then you will get emails whenever opportunities that match your search become available, and you can do multiple saved searches. There are other ways of finding careers at NOAA, so I've told you about federal positions that are posted on usajobs.gov, and as a tip, USA Jobs does have events for showing how to navigate USA Jobs and building a federal resume. Building a federal resume can be different for one that you would build for the private sector. So I'd suggest keeping an eye out for those opportunities, those webinars, to learn more about the ins and outs of USA Jobs. There are also many contractors that support NOAA's mission. These are a very wide variety of positions, things like scientists, administrators, IT, and communications and specialists. Contractors are often located in the same office as federal employees, working alongside federal employees, but you're employed by the contracting company. To find these positions, use NOAA as a keyword in your job search on any job searching site. So aside from using job searches and our student opportunities database, if you just want to keep in the know about what's going on at NOAA, what opportunities are available, you can follow us on social media. We have 2 that are focused on student opportunities and early careers especially. So that's on LinkedIn, NOAA Office of Education, or Facebook, NOAA Higher Ed. This is where we share things like student opportunity open and closing dates, newly open NOAA jobs on usajobs.gov, and professional development opportunities, among other things. If you just want to learn more about what NOAA does, then you can also follow us at NOAA Education on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you.